Good morning, children. Welcome to the class. I hope you are following all the classes. Yes. Now we'll go to second paper, children. Let us start off with chapter 12, that is the world during the world wars. You all know world wars. Why are they called as world wars? Because most of the countries in the world participated in these wars, so they are called as world wars. We had two world wars, children. The first world war took place between 1914 to 1918. Okay, and the second world war took place between 1939 and 1945. Okay, these two are the important world wars. And there was a gap between the two world wars, but what happened is the destruction caused in the first world war was very less when compared to the destruction caused in the second world war. Okay, so now let us see what were the aspects which have led to the world wars. Okay, first and foremost thing, instead of going into the lesson, first I will explain you some terms and some aspects which were leading to the wars. Okay, there was a famous historian called Eric Hobsbawm, and he considered 20th century as the age of extremes. Extremes means you all know, too much. What happened is we had industrialization, development was there, industries were set up by the developed countries, and they were in search of raw materials and also places to sell their goods. Now they are manufacturing in their own country means they can't sell there itself, isn't it? The production was more and they wanted markets to sell their products. So what happened? Most of the European countries, you all know that industrialization first took place in Europe, and the country is England. It was considered as the workshop of the world. In those days, now US is developed and it is a powerful country in the world now. In the same way, in those days, Britain was powerful. Okay, so it was the only country which had more number of colonies throughout the world. Okay, so do you know what is a colony? Colony means which was occupied by a powerful nation. The country which was occupied by a powerful nation was considered as a colony of the powerful country. Like India was a colony of the British. Okay, so what happened? Britain started industrialization. It started setting up of industries and it was searching for raw materials. The main purpose, the main reason, not immediately, but the main reason for the First World War is search of raw materials and open markets. Understood? So what happened? In 9th class you have learnt about unification of Italy and unification of Germany, because they felt that, and moreover this spirit of nationalism was inculcated among the people by whom, children? Do you remember? Napoleon. Okay, he was the person who was initiating the people, all the Italian speaking people, to be under one nation, because small kingdoms will be having a threat that the powerful nations might occupy or come to war. Always there was a fear, children. So to remove that fear, if all the small countries come together to form a big nation, then it might defend their own country. Okay, so here what happened? Because of, there is a word called aggressive nationalism. Aggressive nationalism. First, what is a nationalism? What do you mean by nationalism? Nationalism means, nation means one country. Nationalism means the feeling of belonging to one nation. The strong feeling of belonging to one nation is called nationalism. We are all Indians. Yes or no? So our nationalism is belonging to India. We have a great feeling towards our country. Yes or no? So that binds, that nationalism spirit itself binds the people together. For example, if you go to a foreign nation, you will be searching for a Telugu speaking person. If you find a Telugu speaking person, how will you feel? You feel more excited, happy, because you don't even know him who he is. But still, when you feel that he is from your area, you will feel so happy. And if that is not there, at least in foreign countries, if you find an Indian, whoever it is, either a Muslim or a Christian or whatever it is, if he is an Indian, then you feel it is more than enough. That is the spirit of nationalism. The feeling you have towards your nation. Mana anukune feeling. Okay, so here what happens is, due to this aggressive nationalism is total small kingdoms becoming one under one nation, and they have this nationalism, and they separate the other countries, show their aggressiveness means show their superiority over them, show their power over the small countries. And sometimes what used to happen, the powerful nations used to occupy the weaker countries. Understood? Through wars or by threatening them, they used to control them. In this way, Britain throughout the world, it had almost 50 countries children. 50 to 55 countries it had under its power. So you heard of Commonwealth Games and all? Yes? What is Commonwealth countries? Commonwealth countries are those countries which were once upon a time under the power of British, including India. Understood? Even Australia was under British. Okay, it was used as a prison because Australia, it is an island continent. So what used to happen if Britain wanted to punish people? It used to take the people and dump in Australia and come back. And they used to die out of hunger. Understood? So it used to, because it was discovered by Britishers. Australia itself, because people were sent to throughout the world to find new places for in search of markets or in search of raw materials. So what used to happen, if you take India also as an example, earlier to Britishers were the last to come to India when you compare to Dutch or Portuguese or French. Okay, so what happened, it started driving away them. And for that, it wanted political power in India, and it occupied political power in India, and around 200 years, it had control over India. We were under the British, we suffered a lot. Yes or no? Same thing happened with many countries. So in the 20th century, what happened? Those countries which were under the British wanted to get freedom from British. And moreover, slowly, as the European powers were gaining prominence, they wanted to be away from British. You all know Americans had a war for independence against British because Britain was controlling them to such an extent that they couldn't bear. So they started fighting for their independence. And once they got independence, then they were not under the control of Britain. Okay, so like this you have so many children, so many. One other aspect is imperialism. What is imperialism? Imperialism is nothing but occupying other places. Okay, so occupying other places. In simple words I am telling children, I am not using any technical terms. First you should understand the concept of the lesson, then we can see the terms and all. Okay, so imperialism is nothing but occupying other places for raw materials. Either it can be human resource. Human resource means, you know, people were taken to other countries for work, labor. Okay, so that was more in the countries which were not developed at all, which were small countries, which were backward. Okay, from there people were taken away. Even our Indians were taken away to South Africa by the British, for whom Gandhiji struggled. Okay, so like this, so many are there children. So imperialism is one where people were so much under the power of other countries, mostly European countries. And even the European countries, after the British, even other countries like Germany or Spain or Italy or you take France, what happened is even they started searching for other places. Africa was considered as a dark continent because it was not known to the world earlier. People used to go in search of land on Africa, but when they saw the huge big desert on the northern part, when they used to enter into Africa from Mediterranean Sea, which is in the northern part of Africa, what happened? Continuous stretches of sand was there, but nothing else. In extreme climatic conditions, people used to not return back. But there were two people who successfully they went beyond the desert. Henry Stanley and David Livingstone. What happened? They went beyond the desert and saw a huge big country full of mineral resources. Okay, so like that, when they came to know that Africa is full of mineral resources, rich in mineral resources, they started occupying every country in Africa. most of the European countries started making Africa into their colonies and started exploiting the human resources also. People were brought as slaves. You all know this. A recent instance you can see in US. A black, yes, racism was there. Blacks means those who were being brought from Africa long ago. Okay, so that is called as racism, children. And moreover, what happened is, when these people were fighting for freedom, this 20th century, all started fighting against British, because they were not able to bear the exploitation caused by the British towards those countries. Okay, so not only mineral resources, even human beings were transported as well as goods. They were sold in the open markets of Europe. Okay, Europe and America. Okay, so like that you have imperialism, then you have secret alliances. Now what is secret alliances? Secret alliances are like children, groups of countries which were forming into groups against another country. That I will be telling you in detail. Two types of secret alliances were there. One was led by Britain and one was led by Germany. Germany was becoming powerful in those days. Okay, and they wanted to conquer most parts which were surrounding of Germany. Okay, that was also a main cause for the war. Why? Because people wanted to know that other countries are fighting, means why shouldn't we have fight against the powerful nations and get independence? Because all the countries which were having colonies had a competition, and they used to feel that if I have more number of colonies, then I will be great. Understood? In that way, they started occupying places. Whether they need or not, that is secondary, children. Only thing is they wanted to have more number of colonies. Understood? More number of colonies. So like that we have aggressive nationalism, we have imperialism, we have secret alliances, then military. It's called as militarism. What is militarism? Militarism is nothing but having military. What is military? Soldiers, army. So they used to strengthen their army. Strengthen their army means recruit more number of people into army, so that what will happen? They can occupy other countries and they can have war with other countries. So they started strengthening, recruiting more number of people into the army. Sometimes what used to happen, some of the countries, all young people were compulsorily have to join in military. They made rules like that. Okay, and then later what happened? Germany was a country which was, I told you, which was becoming powerful. And moreover, when they were occupying other countries, supposing there is a war. Children, today, before I complete, I am making a request to you. Earlier in 9th class, you have done your Europe map, yes or no? Or if not, if you have the 9th class textbook, go to the end of the 9th class textbook, you have Europe map. Take the atlas. Some countries are not mentioned. So take the atlas. With the help of atlas, mark those countries. Try to have a clear picture of Europe in your mind before we start the lesson from the textbook. Understood? Because if you know the countries, you will be understanding better which country is in which place. Because just like, see, supposing two friends are there, okay, and someone else bet one friend, what will you do? Your friend will help you or not? Yes or no? In the same way, the other people's friend will join. Like that, countries joined in groups and world wars took place. Okay, so first and foremost thing I am requesting you to is, first refer the 9th class textbook. If you are not having 9th class textbook, refer the atlas, observe the countries in Europe. I want you to know about all the countries, like where are they located. Either it can be, start from Portugal, Spain, France, Germany, Italy, Greece, Russia, Japan. Japan is a Indian Asian country. Still, find out where is Britain. Britain is an island country. Okay, you have Austria, Hungary, Netherlands, Belgium. Okay, and you have Turkey. So all these countries you observe, children. because most of the European countries, if you notice, and when I am explaining the lesson tomorrow, I want you to recollect that map in your mind. Then understanding this lesson will be very, very easy. Understood? So what will happen is, when you are talking about world map, please concentrate on Europe first, then some of the Asian countries. Okay? So now let us see. We finished aggressive nationalism, we finished secret alliances, countries, secret alliances and all I will tell you tomorrow, because that location I told you, you have to get in your mind. You have triple entente and triple alliance. Okay? So which countries made which group and what, I will tell you later, because you have to see, and when I am explaining, immediately I want you to read the lesson. If that is not done, understanding this lesson is difficult for you. Okay, so listen first. Again, once again, I am stressing on that point that you have to see Europe map. Okay, and then you have a bar graph here. See this bar graph. You have to analyze all these. Understood? Then I will tell you about immediate causes, and then what was the result of the First World War. Then later what happened after Second World War, how they came to an end. Okay, so first I am going to stop here, and tomorrow I will continue. Is it clear? Today PDF will be sent. You read. Okay? Thank you.